And we're back here with part 2 of session number 3 for Final Fantasy X. We are going to see if we can get past the gate here, where the Crusaders are set up to try to do their operation against Sin. Before we do that though, might as well use the few points we have. One for Waka, some agility. Very good. Now then, continue on here.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm a summoner?
Sorry, ma'am. No exceptions.
You dare impede a summoner's pilgrimage?
Sorry, ma'am. No exceptions.
Useless.
Impede, indeed. Go save here. Have a look around the area. Nothing here.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, not even summoners can pass. But they'll call on us in the end. Just wait and see. In the meantime, I think I'll have a nap. Oh, Bartello.
Sure, a nap. Let's see what's on the other side here.
Gee, Captain Lucille and Elma should have been here by now.
We're Crusaders too. We have lots of work to do. My job is to clean up everyone's stuff. And I'm delivering food to the soldiers. Big job, huh? Indeed. Let's speak to you.
The Mushroom Rock Road is off limits to non-Crusader personnel until the end of the mission. We apologize for the inconvenience, but this road is closed.
If you say so. Are there any new things here? No, not really.
Gata and Loser reporting, sir.
This is the last of them.
Good to have you with us. Go on through.
Show me how to play Blitz sometime.
Wait around. We'll have Sin beaten in no time.
Got to say goodbye at least here.
Any donation toward Operation Mihen would be greatly appreciated.
I don't remember what this one does actually. Obviously we can't give 10,000 gil here, but I can afford 1,000 gil.
Many thanks. This is for you.
Got an ice lance. I don't remember what you get for 10k here, but we don't have 10k, so why worry about it?
Hey, you're a summoner and are guardians, right? Sorry for the inconvenience.
Tell me about the operation.
What, they didn't tell you? We're bringing Sin Spawn from all over Spira here. Sin Spawn inevitably draws Sin, right? We're going to lure it into a trap. This mission, Operation Mihen, is a Crusader Al-Bhed joint mission. We Crusaders lure Sin in, and the Al-Bhed strike it down. You see, Al-Bhed hates Sin as much as we do.
I'm sure nothing can go wrong because of this plan.
They managed to salvage ancient Machina. They say they're as powerful as the mighty Aeons. Well, you know, Machina are forbidden by Yevon. On second thought, let's not go there. Better for you not to know. The Crusaders in Operation Mihen have all been excommunicated. My own family won't even speak to me now.
Excommunication, huh? That's rough, buddy.
We have to beat Sin today. Otherwise, there's nowhere for us to go.
Yeah, so one of these cards can be equipped or recruited for a team, huh? I wouldn't be surprised. There are recruits pretty much everywhere. Yeah, we're not going to be doing much Blitzball here, unfortunately. So, I don't think that it makes for a great viewing. Is my thing here, but it's good to know and
I'm
a good
sorry, I
tip
can't let you pass.
for anyone looking to do Blitzball.
I'm sorry, I can't let you pass.
Ah well, not even after I looked at I heard your story here. Oh, look who it is.
So, we meet again, Lady Yuna.
Yes?
You look troubled. Is there anything I can do?
Well...
I see.
Maester Seymour, let me show you to the command center.
Hold. I have a request.
Yes, Your Grace.
I need to have Summoner Yuna and her guardians let through to the command center.
But Maester Seymour... Maester Seymour, sir.
Do not worry. I will take full responsibility.
Very well, they may pass.
It is done.
Oh, thank you, Your Grace.
Yuna, it's time to go.
Oh, right.
Who does he think he is?
He's a maester. Better get used to it, yeah?
Well, Seymour seems like a great guy. I'm sure that ominous music means nothing at all. Let's just keep moving here. If anything, your playthrough of this game is gonna get me to go back to it just for the Blitz. I mean, that's fair enough, honestly.
All hail, Maester Seymour.
Brave Crusaders of Spira, protectors of all Spira. Believe in the path you have chosen. Let faith be your strength. I, Seymour Guado, Maester of Yevon, will bear witness to your deeds today.
Sir! What's going on? Why is Maester Seymour backing the Crusaders, eh? They're using Albed's Machina. They're violating the teachings.
Even going against the teachings, they're willing to risk it for the greater good. Waka, I think Maester Seymour sees that too.
Lulu!
I can only speculate.
Ask him yourself.
Ah, Sir Oran. It is an honor. I would be most interested in hearing what you've been doing these past 10 years.
I've got nothing to say about it.
I see. Sir Oran must be a great asset as a guardian.
Your Grace!
Please, There's no need for formalities.
Excuse me, Maester Seymour. Why is your lordship present here, sir?
Please, speak as you normally would.
Isn't this operation against the teachings of Yevon? Aren't you gonna stop them?
It's true. I should. However, both the Crusaders and the Al Bhed truly wish peace for Spira. This Operation Mihen was born from that wish they share. Although it may be sacrilege to Yevon, their intentions are pure. And I, Seymour Guado, the person, not the Maester of Yevon, as a denizen of Spira, I wish them well in their endeavor.
But using Machina, that's bad, isn't it?
Pretend you didn't see them.
Beg your pardon, but that's not something a Maester should say.
Then pretend I didn't say it.
You're kidding.
From the first time I laid eyes on him, I never did like Seymour. But you know, some of the things he said that day, they made a lot of sense to me.
He's right, but he shouldn't say it. Right, let's continue on here then. Along the Mushroom Rock Road. This is another area. Stay alert during your trip. I hope this helps. Get an ether. About this one. You must take full precautions here. Please use this if the need arises. Thank you.
Excuse me, Lady Summoner Yuna?
Yes.
The command center. Maester Seymour requests your presence there, ma'am.
Thank you.
Take that road to the command center. It's not far. We're still in the midst of preparations this way. Sorry.
Let's see, let's speak to you. Oh. You're gonna fight first, I guess. Ah, 2 bombs. Well, I guess this is a Lulu heavy fight. Thunderflam, bomb, bomb. Well then. You know what? Let's haste Lulu first of all. And let's we'll water the Thunderflam. We'll blizzard the bombs. And we'll swap out the others while we do it. Kimari can wait. Here we go. Yuna can wait. Waka can wait.
Bring it on.
And then it's Lulu. Yeah, we'll just wait this whole thing out here. We could double magic with Lulu here because she has overdrive. I say double magic, but it's not really a double cost, it's more of a multi-cost, but we can show that off later here. Against some other enemies. Yellow Bracer. I wanted to speak to that one. The Crusaders supplied us with some goods. Here you go. Phoenix Downs, thank you. There we go. Actually, let's have a look as well on the Bracer's side. Lightning Ward is better than nothing at all, so we'll grab that. Chat with you again.
I'm just doing my job.
Well done. Let's head up the path here. Yeah, let's swap an around first to take out the this name, Voivre. Yeah, only slightly awkward. No, actually, we just need a regular attack here for the floating eye. Most of these ones are pretty well suited to be taken out with just an attack or two here. Wow, yeah. Some of the enemy names here aren't always the easiest to pronounce. Let's take you out. There you are. Head on out. Actually, what does Waka have for us here? Up to this point, by the way, you can no longer buy things from, or sorry, you can buy things from Waka going forward, obviously, but you can no longer give him any more cash for his business here. So, Haste Lulu again. Which is why we were giving him a lot of money quickly here at the beginning. Gotta take you out. No. No, he hasn't gone yet. Now then, we can show the overdrive here. So we're gonna Fury, and we're gonna Blizzard Fury. Oh, are we hitting both of them? Let's see if this actually takes them out then, I guess. We're spinning the right stick here. And they take the damage, and they actually don't grow from that one, which is interesting. But hopefully it should allow us to take them out more easily here. One for Waka. Can actually take that one out since he's ice damage on this ball right now. And Lulu can take care of this one. There we go. There we go. Gonna need to heal a little bit here.
Good day, lad.
Good day, lad.
Sneak past the guards, I did.
Got any weapons? Got any items? So, he's selling some ice weapons, metal shield, rod of wisdom, magic ring, null frost arm guard, magic bangle, and light bracer. Do I need any of this right now? They're expensive when we don't have a lot of
Be making a fortune
money.
with Operation Mayhem prices. But you, lad, you get a discount. I owe you one, eh?
So yeah, it's basically a 20% discount, I believe. There's probably better weapons for us to find here later. Let's see if I can remember all the items that we have along the way here as well. there is increasing fiend activity. This may not be of much help, but... thank you anyway. Let's head up. I thank you. Yeah, there's no jumping down there. Slightly different enemies in this area. You know what, we can go ahead and end that there. We're going to attack this one. And we'll destroy that one. Occasionally counters with pollen. 540, huh? We might want Lulu to attack that one as well. In which case we'll just let these guys come in and do things such. Actually, let's just
My turn now.
Tidus or Tidus here arrive. Great. Boom.
Told ya.
Some more non-spheres. I think we were running a bit low on that, so that's good. A couple chests there in the background, as you can tell.
Any bones, old man.
More of these guys. Attack you. As you wait. It's for you. Waits. Kimari waits. Walk away, and then we'll bring back Lulu. For fire. Actually, Kimari gets the final blow. Probably got enough spirit loves now that it's going to be worthwhile to level up a little bit across the board here. More HP for you. More MP for you. Kimari moves down over here. The question becomes, do we want to bring him over here? We have 2 level 1 spheres. We could get steel a bit earlier and things like that, but use would be nice to have as well, but yeah, I'm not sure if that's the way we want to go here for Kimari. We could move him more towards Tidus here, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's our best option. We can't bring him towards Oron's path. Really here. We could definitely follow most other characters as we go along here. Yuna's path is a bit off as well, so that's not gonna happen necessarily, but guess we could, after we head up here, move towards Titus. Yeah, we'll figure it out. For now, he has his own moves to make here. For speed. And that's the delay attack. Another one of these abilities that can be useful for dictating the order of combat here. Move along. Grab guard. Grab some HP. Get our own tanked up. And we're moving down. More mana spheres here. What does this one allow us to get to? 2 points of agility, 4 strength, and 400 HP. I mean, yeah, possibly. Okay, that's it for now. Follow along here. Grab a chest. Grab chat. Summoner's entourage, please accept this. That's a lot of potions. Yeah. Attack you. Attack you. Everyone else gets a little defensive out here. And then slew again. Shuffling around, shuffling around. Gotta make sure to spread that AP. M-Steel. Forget what the ability is on that one as well. I'm guessing magic up or something like that. Still mana. Ah. Interesting. In case we get low on mana spheres, I guess. Ooh, it's a big one. First things first. Gotta make sure. Things are dark. We will go ahead and haste walk, I guess. We can keep him in here. Spell doesn't matter too much here. Yeah, let's let him attack. Attack. Let Kimori attack. Let Auron attack.
As you wish.
Walker does his thing. Yeah. Yuna comes in and might as well attack as well, I suppose. That does much. Oh. I forgot to blind him. Let's have Arn back here. There we go. Once we get the pattern set up, pretty easy to just, you know, go ahead and get the enemy killed here. There we go.
We've been expecting you. Please proceed to the command center.
Why, thank you. Got a remedy. Oof. Take you out first. Overkill. You out. Ah, that's a miss. Let's have this as kill string done. Very good. Arm can wait. Unit can wait. And it's Lulu time again. Roll of lightning for lightning damage. I believe we can't go down to the area below us here just yet. That's gonna be something that we could do later in the game, but there should be some areas that we can access here.
The presence of a maester and a summoner is great for the troops' morale. Myself included. Thank you for being here, my lady.
Here we are.
It is an honor, Sir Orin.
Thanks.
Let's start with Waka. That one. Let's wait. I got this one next. I forget that we still don't have enough frames to take that one out in one hit here. It's fine though. Kimari can take care of it, and Lulu takes this one out. Really need like one more point of strength or something like that for Orin to take these guys out. It's slightly awkward, but we'll get there. How are you doing, Shalinda?
I wasn't able to stop them, as you can see. But seeing their fierce determination, I couldn't just sit there. So I decided that I would do everything in my power to help them.
That's good for you. Move along here. Nothing in these crevices or anything like that. It's just on the way though. Ah, preemptive strike. Let's actually try taking this one out. Now we can do this. Black magic. That one. We'll swap the Waka. Take out the Imp. The Gandareva. Kimari's gone. We're bringing Yuna to wait. And bringing Edith to attack. There we are. Hitch Linda's hat. It's not that bad. I mean, comparatively to, you know, most other fashion in Spira.
Depending on the way things turn out, we might suffer casualties. In such an event, we would be grateful if you could perform the sending, my lady.
Now then.
We go.
This one. You can wait. You can wait. Lulu takes out that one. Yeah, Seymour's hair really is something, to be sure. We've had Yuna go already, right? I think we did. Let's follow him. Does that hit everyone? It does hit everyone. Oh boy. So that's why you might not want to do it like that. Let's give Mario a go. Here's the fire. Let's bring in Yuna to be safe. But at least I get out there. I really need some help. So we keep on moving. Keep going along.
We may have to fight here as well. Stay alert.
Let's go up. I believe this is where we might be able to use another of these mushrooms here to go down. Give this to the late summoner and grant us your help when the time comes. An X potion, huh? That's nice. Keep moving over here. Yeah, here's the swampy waiter. That one. Wait. Fire. Everyone targeting Lulu. That's not nice. Thank you. Waits. Lulu fires. And then it's Kimori for the last one. Pretty sure. There you go. Oh, I appear to have lost my audio feed here. Let's just check. Yeah, it appears the audio cut out on the actual stream here. If I got it correctly, this audio stop for you as well? Just getting some verification here. You can't hear any audio right now, right? Let me see if I can reset this here. Somehow. Yeah. Let me see if this does it. No? Yes. I'm wondering if I may need to restart the stream here. I thought that we would be able to just reset the audio here, but maybe that won't work. Definitely don't want to remove it. That's not going to do much for us here. Yeah. I think we're just gonna do a quick little reset here. I'll make sure that we come back and I'll stitch the vaults together so that we can keep it as 2 vaults. But we might need to reset here. So excuse the live audience here. We'll be required to take a little bit of a short break here as I reset my stream capture. I'll be right back for the live audience, and hopefully the VOD viewers will not notice anything at all here. So, just a second here. Alright, hopefully we're back here right now. Let me know if you can hear me again, chat room, and let me know if you can hear the game. But hopefully this should work. Right. Yeah, we should be able to continue on here, I think. It seems to be capturing again. Audio seems to be fine. So let's go ahead and do some sphere gridding. Step here. Use a speed sphere. And move back. Couple of steps for Waka. There we are. Lulu's got ways she can go, that's good. That's gonna be a lot of things she can pick up here. Let's start off with these ones. Very good, let's open up lock here. Yes, indeed. We were able to reset here, and luckily, we're back here. Again, I should be able to export this part of the stream as a separate video and stitch it together with the end of the other one here, so we should still have 2 parts. Just need to make sure I know what time it is now, that I can't rely on the stream timer anymore to see how long we've been playing. We're gonna grab a magic sphere here. That becomes magic +4. Gonna grab that one. We'll head in here and pick up these things while we're on our way. Anyway here. 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Use that for more mana. Use this for more health. What other Lux Sphere? HP sphere. I think we may want to give the HP to Tidus here. Fortune spheres here activates lock nodes. So not only do you need to put the lock down, you need to be able to actually activate it as well. But luckily we can do that now. Or we can when we wish to later here. Grab this. The attack. Move over here. Grab the magic defense. That's good. There we go. Now then. Here it is. Get Serene Armlet. What's that doing for us again? Dark Ward, Berserk Ward. I don't think that we need that right now. Let's get the how, I suppose. Head back up. Yeah, Yuna's staring quite a lot in the game here. In all manner of different situations and screens. Let's go ahead and haste up here. Good start. That's what I wanted to do. Dodge. Blue is actually pretty good here, so let's have her cast fire. Those additional points of strength or magic really do add up. Boom. Yeah, so kind of it's fine. Himari can do his thing. We need to get Yuna into wait, but then we can get Waka back in to throw his ball again.
Take that.
There we go. I do enjoy Waka's sped up victory laughter. Got a warrior sword. There's a chest over here, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, there's an Al Bhed primary. I guess we missed one primary so far. I think we got 8 from Rin, and then we got 10 here, so that's not the end of the world. This is a lot of them. Definitely need to haste up here this time. You do that. We take out the others here first. So yeah, that's several hundred more damage from the magic points we were able to get here. So very good actually. You attack. You attack. Lula takes out the other one. Yeah, we need to land again. I say need. Need's a strong word, but we should land again. Kimari can come in and do his thing. Yuna's turn. Does anyone need healing at the moment? Actually, we can just pray. Here's fire. Here's attack. We'll be able to take it out here, I'm pretty sure. Probably better to actually cure here though. Overkill. Wow. That didn't seem right. I guess maybe it's you need to do more than 150% damage on the killing blow. So however much HP it's got left, and then you need to do 1.5 times the damage. Anyway, either way it's good. You get more XP and you get more items here, so the spheres. I think Gil as well. Not entirely sure on that in the last part, but more experience and more spheres at least. I'm pretty sure. I talked a little bit about it earlier in the beginning of the first part of the session here. Let's just head up there. Definitely better. Again, I did forget about the trigger condition for it, because I thought it was that you needed to take it out with 150% damage compared to its original HP. But yeah, seeing that, taking that one out with an overkill, I'm pretty sure it's going to need to be 150% of its remaining HP for the last hit there. Go ahead and have these guys. Just come in and wait. Lulu can do the hit. Because she's got a pretty good chance to overkill. Not quite. Magical Mog. Does that give any magic up or something like that? Magic plus 3%, yeah. It's not a big bonus, but it's a bonus. Let's see. Yeah. We've secured the command center perimeter. Please, take this as a precaution. Mega potion. Let's save before we do anything else here. But I was going to talk to Luz and Gala here.
Why only you, sir? I want to fight too.
Orders are orders.
I'm not a cadet anymore, sir. Let me go with you and I'll prove it to them.
Guarding the command center is important too, you know.
But I came all the way from Besaid to fight Sin, sir.
I know, but an order's an order. To your post, Crusader.
But, sir!
There's no buts in the Crusaders. Talking back like that. How will he ever get anywhere with that attitude? Hello? There we go.
They let you through, huh?
Kata deserves better.
At least there's no chance he'll get hurt. Why are you guys fighting anyway? Aren't the almighty Al-Bhed Machina enough?
They still need some time to get them ready. Our job is to keep Sin at bay till they're done. Waka. I might not get another chance to say this. It's about your brother.
Luzu, no!
What?
I'm the one who convinced him to enlist. I'm sorry.
Waka! That's enough, Waka!
When we used to play Blitz together, Chapu used to say... He say that when we won the cup, yeah, he proposed to Lulu. And then one day, he goes off and becomes a Crusader, just like that.
Chapu also said to me that being with your girl is good. But keeping Sin far away from her is better.
Lu, you knew?
Luzu told me before we left.
She hit me too.
All Crusaders in the Vanguard are to assemble on the beach.
That's my cue.
Luzu, don't die out there.
So you can hit me more?
Lots more.
Suluzu, please! Please don't go!
I have to, Yuna.
Let him go. The man has already chosen his path, as you did when you became a summoner.
It would be a long time before I ever really understood the reason why Yuna let Luzu pass that day.
So, Waka's not necessarily been on his best behavior throughout this last few sections here, but I mean, he at least had a little bit of a upturn at the end, I guess. There you go. So, we're going to continue on here. I think we're probably gonna be able to finish out Operation Mian here tonight, and we'll probably end after that, but this is one of the bigger turning points of the game in some manner here, so. There we go. $700's fine. Swap with Yuna. You're up. And lost. Fire should do the trick. Overkill. There we go. Let's spare grid it through here. Do I want to use it for Yuna here? Our second level ones here. I guess we don't need to decide just this minute, but might actually be useful. Mainly for the summons, I think, because they derive their stats from Yuna, right? But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, let's wait until we get some more points here. Lulu can get going. Up here. Get some defensive buffs here going, that's good. Mari moves along. Yeah, if we bring him around here, we can get him over into Tidus's path, maybe. Oh no, that actually brings us back up. That's fine. The question is if we can find another key one sphere before the one key sphere before that, but that's fine. Wouldn't hurt to have another haste user, I think. Continue over here. Here's the strength buff that we wanted before. Strength plus 4 does a pretty big difference here. There's a lot of empty nodes along the path for Auron here, which is interesting. I mean, he's not really lacking a lot of stats as we move along here, so maybe it becomes more evident later on in his tree here that he needs some catch up, but he's getting a lot of big buffs compared to most other characters, which I guess is suitable since he is the veteran of the gang. Should be everyone. Touch the sphere, save, and we'll head up. See the operation commence.
Curses. Ow! Ugh.
He really hates them, huh?
Chapu. He left the sword Waka gave him in Besaid. And he fought with an Al-Bhed Machina weapon instead.
That's got nothing to do with it. I just hate these sacrilegious contraptions.
What did you think would happen when he kicked it like that? One wonders. I don't think there's any chests to pick up here. Have a chat with you. The cannon got out of place when we fired the test shot. Packed too much powder, I guess. FM. Yeah, I guess. It becomes even harder to read them now that we semi-translated them. Because I can't read them in terms of meaning or pronunciation here. Once Sin emerges from the sea, we'll commence firing. Our shots should stun it long enough for the Al-Bhed Machina to finish it off. Cool. Let's continue on over here. Come on, do your thing. There it goes.
It won't work anyway.
Don't say that. It might be a hopeless campaign. And it might mean defying Yevon. But the Crusaders and the Al-Bhed, they're doing their best to defeat Sin. They want to rid Spira of Sin forever. And that's just what we want too, isn't it? Isn't it?
All right. But I still think Machina are bad news. They're forbidden for a reason.
Lady Summoner, there you are. The command center is that way. Maester Keenock is also there.
Maester Keenock too?
Yes. Please, hurry, my lady.
To the command center. Have a chat with these people, see if they are willing to give us anything. We're only moments away from commencing Operation Mian. Spira's fate hangs on the outcome of this mission. We will do our duty as soldiers and defeat this Sin this day. Sir! How about you? That merchant's obviously ripping people off. I guess it can't be helped. He's the only game out here. Man, you'd think he'd shut up after 5 times. Or was that 6? The captain just keeps repeating himself. He must be really nervous. We're inspecting the weapons right now. Ah, sparring. Come on, swing like a man. You wanna avenge your sister or don't you? I'm gonna beat Sin. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it no matter what. Yeah, boy. Child soldiers, huh? Yeah, what do you wanna know? About the cannons. The Al-Bhed provided us with these cannons at no charge. Don't get me wrong, I'm no Al-Bhed lover, but I've got a little respect for them now. These cannons have a good range. We'll give Sin a shower it won't soon forget. What about the Chocobo Knights? Only a select few can become Chocobo Knights. You have to be a skilled rider or achieve some combat merits to become one. Captain Lucille is no doubt the best of the bunch right now. I just don't know how that wimp Glasgow got Well, he is good at earning their trust. The Chocobos, that is. And about the operation. We've researched Sin's past behavior in planning this operation. Sin often turns up where Sin spawn are, so we hunted down the Sin spawn at various places and brought them here to lure it. When it shows up, we're gonna hit it with the ancient Machina and the spy by Sin. The Crusader's responsibility is to lure Sin and immobilize it. The Al-Bhed will deliver the finishing blow. I wish it could be the other way around, but as long as we defeat Sin, who cares? Let's see what Waka has for us here.
Monopoly's a great thing. Things are selling no matter what the price. Oops, sorry, I forgot.
So, he swaps his gear out pretty much every time he updates his position. Sometimes he has weapons, sometimes he doesn't. And, you know, they do vary here. It would be nice to have the counterattack sword, actually. Sentry, Piercing, Initiative might be nice. TKO, Stone Touch. There's a lot of good abilities on these, actually. The armors, not quite as much. 3 slots on a red ring might be nice, but... do we want the Avenger or the TKO? We're not going to be able to afford both, unfortunately. Counterattack. Stone Touch. I think maybe the TKO. Let's go for the Avenger. Yes, it's a bit cheaper. Let's equip it. And we'll leave things here. And
the operation will begin shortly. Please check all your equipment.
You all right?
Of course not. I came here to fight Sin, but they stick me here.
If you want to prove yourself.
Huh?
First, you must complete the tasks you are given.
Didn't like that, huh?
Just doing what they say, it just won't be enough. That's right, it's not fair.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that before reading, but hey. I guess we gave him some advice.
Oh. I had heard from Seymour, but I didn't know if we'd actually meet. Good to see you, Oren. 10 years, is it?
That's Wen Keenock, one of the 4 maesters of Yevon. He leads the warrior monks, and also commands the Crusaders.
All troops ready to move at your command, sir.
Good. Dismissed.
Sir!
Tell me, Oren, where have you been the last 10 years?
We don't have time for this now, do we?
This plan won't work, you know that. We'll just let them dream a little longer.
What?
Lord Keenock.
Oh, yes. Proceed.
That Keenock a maester?
I heard that, Oren. A lot has happened the last 10 years. What were you doing and where?
Fulfilling a promise I made to a friend. I still am.
Just tell me one thing. Have you seen Zanarkand?
I kinda think we don't belong here.
It is time at last. We must tell the Al-Bhed waiting outside to begin the operation at once. The fiends may break through. This place is not safe. Make sure you're prepared to defend yourselves. Tell me when you're ready.
We're gonna have a look around here before we do anything else. Got a Serene Bracer.
I'm a little nervous.
Anything could happen. Make sure you're ready for combat.
Another chest.
Go to Yuna.
How are you feeling, Walker?
With them here, it's like Yevon authorizes this whole operation.
I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Is that everything you have to say here? We can't really move on from this here. We are gonna need to continue here. But I don't think there's any other...
Are you ready? Please hurry.
Let's have a chat with you. Alright, yeah, I guess we can proceed here now.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Mr. Keenock, please.
Will Sin come?
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Orin telling me. Sin is my old man. Sin is Jecht.
Well, now, here we go. Tidus can start us off. Haste... who? Yeah, let's haste Lulu. I think Lulu might be our heavy hitter right now. So 800. 800. We want to take out the head to disable its venom. And the body will attack our buckets attacks with the arms. I think let's try to take out the head first. See how that does. That's a big hit. There head's moving suspiciously. There we go. It stops moving. Let's bring Yuna back in here. Walk into a little bit of love and attention. Take out the head. White magic, please. Probably should have gone with this overdrive there. That's fine. It's about to start moving again. Let's try to have Walker deal with that. Actually, Lulu might be able to take care of it first. Now, have Kimori and Aaron come back in first. Yeah, attack the arms. That's another big hit. See how much this does. Yeah, this should take out one. Is this not take out the other? Not. Yeah, no, it is. It is. And it's down to just Demi. Who hasn't had a turn yet? I guess everyone has had a turn here. Let's see if we can take this Bushido here. Dragon Fang. There we go. Let's hurt you. Let's hurt you. Let's heal up. Actually, we could just overdrive here, I guess. Grand Summon. Great. Let's let Reed do his thing. What's the white magic key once again? No blaze, no frost. No, that's not gonna be what we want to do. Meteor strike. Sure. That's about 400. We probably want to swap that with attacks so that we don't delay our turns too much. The R's regenerated. It's fine. We're gonna overdrive here anyway. Please. I am the Lord of Hellfire, and I bring you fire and some rocks to the head. There we go. A couple more overkills. Big hit on the main body. Not too worried about the demis. That's enough to take us out though. That's fine. We did what we wanted to do. Is this gonna be enough here? It surely can take us all out here, at least. The arms regenerated. Fire on the arm. Attack the arm. Fire on the other arm. We're gonna need a heal. Let's just give it to Lulu directly here, I think. Oh, yeah, that's it for Aaron. We can bring him back, fortunately, here. And where's life? There's life. There's a lot of MP costs associated with it, but we bring him back. Fire. Demi. And this should probably be enough to take it out here, I think. We'll bring Waka in so he can run his reels. See if we can find a good slot. There we go. Big ice it. Doesn't matter too much, I don't think, but... We can power break, I guess. Still around 3k, huh? Fire away. Probably bringing back Yuna again. And then cure. Not worried about the demis here. Regenerating again. Attack one. Heal Yuna again as well. Make sure she can survive another hit or so. Take it out. And we'll get here shortly. There you are. I'm sure we're gonna be able to take it out before it regenerates again here, but we're gonna be pretty close at least. Could summon Veiled Form, but I think we're going to save that. Just make sure we heal up here instead. We're close to taking it out here anyway. Yeah, that's what I thought. As long as we take out the head first, that fight's not too bad. Speaking of bad though,
Look out!
Stand back, Lady Yuna.
Yes.
Pretty badass stopping it with just, you know, his hands like that. So, we've got Seymour here. We can't swap out any members right now. We can't escape. That's not what I wanted to do either. So, Seymour here knows some good curing spells, but also second level damage here. So this is the same boss again, pretty much, but with less health. So that's now we're killed immediately. Let's go ahead and cure Oren so we can help out here. That's good. Good free to miss. One hit here. Another nice thing about Seymour here is that he has unlimited MP pretty much. 999 MP to start off with here. We need to... We could just pray here, I guess. Spread the healing out a little bit. I'll just do that. Or I can take out the arm himself. Would have been nice if we critted the first time around, but hey. Now, anything else that overvalue we can add here? I mean, I guess we can just pray. Aaron and Seymour are gonna be our big hitters here. If you're taking out the first battle here, this is just for show, more or less. To let you know that Seymour is indeed a badass, no matter how he looks. There we go. Go ahead and pray. More demis. And we'll take him out with Aaron here. So, lots of AP for most of our characters here. Level 1 key spheres, 3 of them. Very good.
The others.
Much like Kilka, we have quite clear proof here that Sin is indeed bad news here. Nothing over here. Slightly warm, but no sign of breathing. Staring at the sky, lifeless. Too late to help them. A peaceful death. Probably had no clue. Rest in peace. Instant, painless death. Reclining, breathless. And over here.
What's going on? Why? What's going on?
Don't you run away from me!
Everyone, stand back! I'll summon!
You won't hurt it. Your powers are still too weak.
But I must do something.
You can't.
I have no idea what I was thinking when I ran after Sin that day. Before I knew what I was doing, there I was, chasing him down like a thief at market. Maybe I was angry. Maybe I wanted to go home. I kept thinking of Xanarkand and my old man.
Oh, what's this place? Well, we'll get to that later as well, I believe.
What?
They say you don't practice anymore, that you're gonna retire.
Let them talk. I'm still the best.
They say you're no good because you drink all the time.
I can quit drinking whenever I want.
Then do it now.
What did you say?
You just said you can't.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Why not today?
Why do today what you can leave for tomorrow? There he goes again. crying.
I thought I sensed my old man there. Somewhere. Or maybe it was just Sin's toxin playing tricks on my mind. How many died today? People die and Yuna dances. When will she stop dancing? When will it stop? Yuna won't stop dancing. Not until Sin is gone. Those were my thoughts then, I think.
I see you're still here.
Huh?
Many stories ended here today. But yours goes on, I see.
What? Sin had come and gone, but I remained here.
I remained here indeed. Let's have a quick look around here.
A swift retreat. Satisfied?
What do you mean?
Those who turned from Yevon died, while the faithful live on.
The past 10 years have changed you, I see.
You do not look so well. But now, more than ever, you must be the people's strength, their confidence. Anyone else would be expected to show their sorrow. But you are a summoner. You are Spira's hope. Until sin is defeated, you must not relent. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Are you afraid? Yuna, take me as your pillar of strength, as Yunalesca had her Lord Zayon. Lady Yuna, until next we meet, farewell.
Yunalesca and Lord Zayon, huh? We'll get to that as well. Oh, this one up. High potion.
Rest while you can. We leave soon.
Yes, indeed. Not much to say, huh? More than half of our front line soldiers perished. My battalion was annihilated too. The Crusaders will never rise again. Yes. I forget if there's a way up here now, or if we need some other modes of transportation here before we can do it. Probably some other mode of transportation. We'll see later here. We're gonna have a chat with
You can't ignore the teachings.
Waka and have a chat with Auron here.
Sin is Jekt.
Yeah. For a while there, I thought I could feel him. But that doesn't mean I believe you.
Sin is Jekt. He came here for you.
So he killed all those people just for a chance to see me?
That's what Sin does. He wanted to show that to you. Do you know why?
How am I supposed to know?
So you would kill him. As long as he is Sin, Jecht will keep killing. He wants you to stop him.
You gotta be kidding. How do you know all of this anyway? I'm not done talking to you. Don't you run away!
You're the one running.
You're the one running, huh? In a manner of speaking, perhaps. There is Waka as well, looking a bit downturn. I think we're gonna end things here. We're gonna go through the sphere again before we end. Move along. Just have a look and see here. Still Lux Sphere, HP Sphere, yeah. That's fine. You know. Yeah, we've got enough keys here, so let's use this one here. Move along over here. Get some agility. Get some health. Some strength. Maybe she can hit decently now. We're moving along here. Grabbing the power, and then we're gonna back away again next time we come back here. If I remember to. Hopefully we do. It would be awkward otherwise. Heading up over here. Yeah, so let me see here. Are we heading in here first, or are we heading up here first? Yeah, I think we'll head inside first. I'm gonna head up and grab the magic as well. I'm not sure it's gonna matter much for Tidus specifically, but we'll get to that. Imari can move along. Waka's gonna learn sleep attack and get some MP. And that's everyone. Go ahead and save here. And we'll end things here for tonight, I think. This is roughly where I wanted to get to by the end of this stream here anyway, so I think that's gonna be good enough. So, we're continuing to make some good progress here. We're about on par with what I expected to be at this point, which is good. I guess we're about a third of the way through all the major areas of the game here, but obviously we're not going to be 1/3 along the way of the entire length of the game by any means, I don't think. But yeah, we're still making a good pace, and we will continue on here next time. Now, I'm not going to be back on Friday to play here again, but on Saturday, that's the 16th of October, it'll be the 1-year anniversary when I actually started this project. So I will be going through and playing our 4th section then. I will tweet out when I start, probably sometime in the afternoon here in Central European time. We should be going for around the same length as normal, probably, but hopefully maybe make some way further here towards Yosei, the temple, and getting a little bit into the Moonflow piece here as well next time. But that's gonna be it for tonight, as mentioned here. So, in conclusion, no stream on Friday. I have other engagements, but I'll be here on Saturday. And in the meantime, I'll maybe tweet out some stats of how far we've gone through the first year of this whole Final Fantasy playthrough thing here. That's it for tonight. Have a very good evening, everyone. A good night. A good day, if that's where you're watching this right now. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.